Hi and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today we're taking a closer look at the Axios Tribune, their first dressy watch. After a diver and a field watch, this seems like a logical expansion of the collection. And right off the bat, I want to say this one is the closest to my liking and my taste out of all the models they offer. The size is perfect at 38mm in diameter and 46mm lug to lug, so it wears just the way I like watches to look on my wrist. Not too big nor too small. The thickness, or lack of one, is yet another thing that wins me over instantly. This thing, despite having an automatic movement, and this boxed sapphire crystal that sits proud of the bezel, is just 10.2mm thick. That's including the crystal. If it had a flat crystal that sits flush with the bezel, it would be just 8.7, making it look almost like an ultra-thin watch. This lack of thickness not only makes it sit low and wear comfortably on the wrist, but it also makes the watch look elegant and well-proportioned. The case is simple with finely brushed surfaces, while the lugs feature a lyre-style shape and are polished. Looking closer, you realize the bezel also has a very thin polished section, giving a bling factor while not sacrificing scratch resistance. The crown is also polished and has very fine teeth. It is well sized and, not being a screw-in type, very easy to use. Being powered by a Miyota 9015 means you can hand wind the watch after it stops, which is a joy to use. And it also has a hacking option stopping the incredibly long seconds hand. The caseback is closed, probably to aid the low thickness, and features a leaf pattern. Nothing fancy, but well executed. Under the already mentioned boxed sapphire, we find a sector dial that reminds me a lot of the JLC Master Control, in both style and fonts used. Sector dials, or scientific dials as they're called, are made for easy and precise reading of data, with each time measurement having its own section, thus the name. They have done a great job with this one, as hour, minutes, and seconds are very easy to read thanks to a clear division between them and nicely sized hands that reach to their designated markers. The hands themselves are classical in look, polished and blacked out, creating a great contrast that aids legibility. To add a bit of flair, the center section and a ring separating the minutes and seconds track are done in this grainy and shiny finish. Unlike the coarse finish of their last model, this one is very fine, creating an almost jewelry look to it, and it is a nice contrast to the plain and simple markers background. The finish of the case is superb, while the dial looks perfect in normal conditions, but under macro it does show some foreign materials as well as not so perfect printing in some places. Luckily, due to the very small size and thin lines used, it is not noticed with my naked eyes, no matter how much I tried, which is why I was surprised to notice it under macro. The printing is done to a minimum, with only the brand name and model evenly spaced in the center. A good call in my opinion, as this type of a watch is all about reading the time, in any condition but darkness, as it doesn't feature any lume. Some might find it a flaw, but to me, putting loomed hands and markers would have taken away from the simplicity and purity of the design, so I prefer it like this. These will be priced at $499 retail, and they will offer a range of colors, with this bicolor one being my favorite due to the contrasts achieved. If you join their Kickstarter campaign, the price can drop as low as $329, which makes it a great value considering the specs, quality, and most importantly, the beauty it offers. I have a weak spot when it comes to easy-to-read watches, and this one really caught my heart, even if it is only usable during the day. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video, bye.